If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I heard that quote a while back in reflection of James chapter 4, verses 13 to 15. And James starts off in verse 13 where he says, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit." And so he comes out with it saying, "Come now," which is portrayed as a brash call for attention. In effect, James is saying, listen up. And he's targeting a businessman who has a complete plan laid out for the future. Notice the details. He thought about the time. He thought about the personnel. He thought about the place, the activity, and the anticipated result. What is missing, though, in the picture? God. He never once implemented God into his business plans. Don't get me wrong. It is necessary to make some plans for the future. You may even be able to take out your planning calendar today and show me where you plan to be and what you plan to be doing a year from now. But there are too many uncertainties and unknowns between now or next month or next year for us to confidently say, this is what I'm going to do, and that's final. We as Christians are not independent, but we are dependent on God and his will for our life. Because when we make plans without God, it is a sin. And it's a picture of practical atheism. Making plans without God is like hacking through a jungle and not having a map, or being at sea without a compass. You'll wind up lost. It's like sewing with a needle but having no thread, or using a beautiful fountain pen and having no ink. And James is saying that to plan your business, your travel, or your day-to-day life without including God is a sign of worldliness, and it is sinful. Because he continues on in verses 14 and 15 when he says, "Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that." It is not enough to acknowledge God on Sunday morning. He must be part of every aspect of your life.